So, good morning and welcome to our abnormal psychology. So, we have been looking into the classification, multi-axial classification system, and we are looking little elaborately about the 5 axes. And we have briefly seen the axis 1, whereas axis 2 we are giving more time because that deals with the 10 personality disorders. They are divided into 3 clusters. We have already seen cluster A. Now we will come to cluster B. We have seen the first personality disorder, that is antisocial personality disorder. And now today we will look at the second personality disorder in the cluster B called BPD, borderline personality disorder. So we are in axis 2, cluster B. Cluster B is elastic and erratic cluster, very dramatic cluster B. And it deals with 4 personality disorders: antisocial personality disorder, borderline, narcissistic, and the last one is histrionic. So it is ABNH cluster. So now let us look into the second personality disorder in the cluster B. We have already seen APD, antisocial personality disorder, yesterday. Now we shall start with the BPD, borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder. It is called BPD, short form, BPD. Yesterday we have seen APD, antisocial personality disorder. Now we look briefly into borderline personality disorder. So if you want to say in one word what is this borderline personality disorder, it is stable instability. Stable instability. They are stable in their instability. Means they constantly change. They keep on changing themselves. So there is no stability in them. So we call this personality as stable instability. Stable instability. Stable instability. That is the main characteristics of this personality. The only stability they have is instability. The only consistency they have is inconsistency. That is the meaning of this saying, stable instability, BPD personality. So we shall start with the acronym directly, since you are very familiar with acronyms. To remember the various characteristics of the personality disorder, we shall give the acronym called I raised a pain. It's a little long one. I raised a pain. I raised a pain. So long one. I raised a pain is the acronym that is used for describing this borderline personality disorder. And what does it mean? I stands for identity. I for identity. Identity disturbance. Their identity is totally disturbed. Identity disturbance. They have no clear-cut identity. It is called as identity diffusion. They do not have the sense of self. Naturally, they may not have the sense of belonging because they have no clarity about their own selves. So it is identity diffusion or identity disturbance. Secondly, R stands for relationships. That almost comes in all the personalities. Relationships that are unstable. Relationships that are unstable. Unstable relationships. Because that is the main characteristics again, instability. Stable, instability or instability. So relationships are unstable. They cannot maintain a particular relationship. They cannot have any profound relationships. The relationships will be very shallow, very peripheral, like we have seen in the other personality disorders. All the personality disorders for that matter, the relationships will be very artificial and superficial. very shallow and peripheral. They cannot have a profound relationships, deep relationships. If at all they are having some relationship, it is only for themselves. So much self-centeredness. They don't have other-centeredness or person-centered approach. So their relationships are basically unstable. And thirdly, A stands for abandonment. A stands for abandonment. It's the third characteristics. A stands for abandonment. Abandonment of, again, any projects, whatever they start, they cannot complete. So immediately they give up. That is what we understand by abandonment. Or we can also call it avoiding. They avoid major responsibilities. Abandonment or avoiding. So they abandon the projects, abandon their ideas, whatever they have, and they also avoid whatever comes on their way. Mainly the responsibilities they abandon, they give up easily. So abandonment. Then we have I for impulsivity. It's another important characteristics of BPDs. Impulsivity. They are very impulsive people, very instinctual, another word, instinctual. Instinctual. I mean, they act or they are driven by their instincts. They are very impulsive people, very compulsive people. They are driven by their impulse or instincts. They cannot reason out things. They just act according to their moods. Now, whatever they want to do, they just do it impulsively, and they go according to their impulses or instincts. Next, S stands for suicidal tendencies. S stands for suicidal tendency. These people have suicidal tendencies. Suicidal tendencies. It's very common for this personality disorder, BPDs. BPDs usually they hurt themselves. They cut with the blades or knives. They threaten people about their suicides. They always have this suicidal ideation or the suicidal thoughts. Most of the time they make attempts by cutting themselves, by hurting themselves, by taking poison. They make several attempts. So suicidal tendencies are very common because of their stable instability. They are not stable in themselves. They don't have a proper identity about themselves. Their relationships are very unstable. They cannot take up any projects or any responsibilities. They are very impulsive people. So they don't even care for their lives. So they make suicidal attempts. The next one is E. E stands for emptiness. They are basically empty people. Emptiness. They don't have any desire for life. They don't have any vision for life. They are just empty in themselves. Brokenness. There is a lot of brokenness deep down. Then another important characteristic is D. D stands for dissociative symptoms. It's another word we need to understand. Dissociative. Dissociative symptoms. Symptoms. Dissociative symptoms means the person dissociates the self from himself. I mean, he looks at his own self outside of himself. So that kind of strange phenomena. The main important characteristics about this dissociative symptom is loss of memory. They lose memory and they look at themselves outside of themselves. They feel kind of out of the body experience. They feel they are away from themselves. They lose memory. So frequently they lose memory. Main characteristic of dissociative symptom is loss of memory. Loss of memory. It is also called as amnesia. Loss of memory. Another psychiatric word. Amnesia. Loss of memory. They easily forget things. They forget about the important aspects of them. They forget their name. They forget that because they don't have proper identity. They have identity disturbance. So that is another important symptom of this personality called BPD. Then A stands for affective instability. It all comes from this root, instability. A stands for affective instability. No relationships again, no emotions, or emotions that are inappropriate. Affective instability. Affective instability. Again, it comes from their core characteristic called stable instability. They cannot have proper affect, proper emotions. It is very common in most of the personalities. So basically, these three things will be affected: the thoughts, emotions, and the behaviors. So all these personality disorders have something to do with these three realms. Either they have thought disturbance, or in their cognition, or emotional disturbance. In another word, it is affect. And then we have behavioral disturbances. So these three realms, or these three faculties are affected usually for the people suffering from personality disorders. So there will be a lot of overlapping the other personality disorders. But for us to understand, there are three main characteristics, very main aspects where the person struggles, either in the thought process, or in the feelings, or in the behaviors. And P stands for paranoid ideation. You know already about paranoid, so it is easy for you to associate now. Paranoid association, paranoid ideation. Very doubtful people, these are also. Paranoid ideation. Ideation means ideas, ideology. Their ideology or their thought process is very suspicious, doubtful. Same like the paranoid personality disorder. So they too have paranoid ideation, suspicious and doubtful ideas. They are very suspicious about people because they don't care about the relationships. No relationships. So they don't, naturally they will be suspecting people around. Then A stands for anger. Another important dimension. Anger. Very angry people. Anger that is poorly managed or controlled. They cannot control their anger. Immediately they will impulsively act out. So anger, that is anger uncontrolled. Anger uncontrolled. They cannot control their anger. They cannot regulate their anger. They cannot manage their anger because of their impulsivity. They are very instinctual people. The moment they feel angry, immediately they will act out. They can be very destructive for the self as well as for the others. As we said, this cluster is a dramatic cluster, elastic cluster, erratic cluster, an emotional cluster. Yeah. Then I stands for idealization. Idealization. I for idealization. Idealization. They will idealize people. If they like someone, immediately they will say, they will keep them on the pedestal. Anything that comes to their mind, immediately they will idealize people. Almost like saintly figures. And immediately they will put them down. That is called devaluation. They will go to the two extremes. They idealize people and they will devalue the same person again after some time because they have no stability again. They go to the two extremes of making the person as the supreme one. That is called idealization, which is followed by devaluation. Idealization that immediately follows by devaluation. They devalue the same person. Devaluation. The two things are found at the same time. That is what we mean by stable instability. Here they will idealize, here they will devalue. For example, if they ask about their parents, my parents are the wonderful parents I have. There are no other parents in the world who are as good as my parents. After 5 minutes they say, my parents are good for nothing. They never care for me. They are not aware of what they are saying. Because they either idealize the person and immediately they devalue the same person. So that kind of personality. Because of their stable instability, consistent inconsistency. So they will be idealizing people and they will devalue the persons. Idealization that is followed by devaluation. We call this characteristic as all good or all bad. All good or all bad. Either everything is good for them, immediately everything becomes bad for them. They don't have any realistic understanding of the people and the situations. All good or all bad mentality. That is idealization. That is very peculiar to these people, this paranoid, this borderline personality disorders. Then finally we have N. N stands for negativism. N for negativism. Very pessimistic people. N stands for negativism. Very pessimistic people. Pessimistic about the self, pessimistic about the others, pessimistic about the world. Everything is pessimistic. Everything is looked upon from the negative point of view. That's why they have this idealization immediately is followed by devaluation because of this negativism. They idealize the person, immediately comes up with devaluing the same person because their mindset is full of negativism. So these are the basic characteristics for us to understand about the BPD personality. Their main characteristic is stable instability. So from here we can understand all the other characteristics to describe this personality called BPD, borderline personality disorder. So they have identity disturbance, relationships that are unstable, they abandon the projects and the ideas, they avoid people, and then they have a lot of impulsivity, they are very instinctual, they have suicidal tendencies, they harm themselves usually, and they also a lot of emptiness, brokenness, nothingness deep down, and they have some dissociative symptoms. They dissociate the self, and that is shown in their loss of memory, which is called amnesia. Then they have affective instability, no proper affect, they do not know how to handle their emotions. That is followed by paranoid ideation, very suspicious and suspecting anything and everything because of their basic mistrust and distrust, as it is seen in the paranoid personality disorder. Then they have anger, they cannot control the anger, regulate the anger, manage the anger. And then we have this another important characteristic called idealization, all good or all bad mentality. Idealization, which is immediately followed by devaluation. Finally we have negativism. They are fully negative. They have a very pessimistic view of the self, pessimistic view of the others, pessimistic view of the world around. So that's why we have used this acronym called I raised a pain. Basically they make, they put them into a situation of pain for themselves as well as for the others. Those who live with them also will be painful for them to live with these kind of people because of their stable instability. So if you are able to remember this acronym, then you also will be able to describe the personality called BPD. I raised a pain. Hope it is clear to you. BPD. The main characteristic is stable instability. So this takes us to the next personality disorder in the same cluster, in the cluster B, called NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder. NPD, very selfish personality. Narcissistic means self-centeredness, self-centered personality. So the only thing they know about or they value is I. That is their only concern for the narcissistic personality disorder people. So the cluster B, the third personality is called narcissistic. Narcissistic personality disorder. Personality disorder. NPD. Narcissism means self-love. Narcissism means self-love. Self-love. They are love with their own selves. The problem is not self-love. That is the only love they have. That is the problem of this personality disorder. They only love the self. The others do not matter for them. There is no love for the other, love for the world around. Only self-love. It's very selfish love. So we shall use the acronym a fame game to understand this personality, this selfish personality. A fame game. You know the meaning of fame, no? Name and fame, popularity. So these people are popularity. They seek for popularity. They want to be popular, they want to be famous, they want to have name, they want to have fame because of the selfish love they have. That is the only love that these people enjoy. Or the words that they like are these 3 words. These are the favorite words for them. I, me, myself. These are the only words they like. Nothing else. Okay. So let us start with our acronym. A fame game. They play a game. Seeking for name, seeking for fame, seeking for popularity, recognition. All for the self-glory. They will glorify themselves. They will magnify themselves, glorify themselves. That is this narcissistic personality disorder. This A stands for admiration. Admiration, self-admiration. A stands for admiration. Admiration required. Admiration required for them. Admiration required. Excessively, not simple admiration. Excessive admiration is needed. Everybody should admire them. Everybody should appreciate them. Everybody should applaud them. That is excessive need for admiration. That is their first characteristic. Admiration required excessively. They look for admiration from everywhere, from all the corners. And F stands for fantasies. F stands for fantasies. 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 Yeah. Fantasies. They have fantasies about unlimited success. They have fantasies about unlimited success and unlimited brilliance. That is their fantasy. They always think they are bigger than they actually are. Fantasies about unlimited success. Unlimited success and unlimited brilliance. Everything is unlimited for them. Unlimited. Unlimited success and brilliance. Unlimited success and unlimited brilliance. That is their fantasy. Because they want to get the admiration from others. And third characteristic is A. A stands for arrogance. They are very arrogant people. It is also common to other personalities. Arrogance. Arrogance, aggression. Arrogance, aggression, or anger. If they don't get what they want, then they will be very aggressive, very arrogant and very angry. And they are also manipulative people. M stands for manipulation, exploitation, in other words, manipulation. They will make use of everybody for themselves. Manipulation. It's called use and throw behavior. Use and throw behavior. Manipulation, or another word is exploitation. They will exploit people, exploit the situations for themselves. Exploitation, manipulation and exploitation. They manipulate everybody or they exploit everything for themselves. Manipulative behavior. Because their dictum is, I want everything and I want now. I want everything, I want it now. That is their dictum. Immediately they want to have. And they manipulate. They go to any extreme to get what they want. They don't think about others. Because the only words they like are I, me, myself. These are the only favorite words for these people. And E stands for envy. E stands for envy. Very envious people. Very jealous people. Because they don't like others to come up in life. They are the only ones who want to be at the center of attention. Only ones who want to receive admiration, appreciation and approval. Only ones who want our name and fame. If anybody else come on their way, they cannot digest that fact. Because they are all centered on the self. They are fully in love with the self. So if anybody else come on their way, they may not like it. They will be very envious. Yeah. Envy or jealous. Very jealous people. If anybody else cross themselves or overtake their personalities. The next G, the another important characteristic, grandiosity. Grandiosity means they want to be always grand. Grandiosity. The grand personality. Grandiosity. It's like a brand for them, grandiosity. They have larger than life image. Larger than life image. Grandiose sense of importance. Grandiosity. That's how they project themselves. That's how they present themselves to others. That they are someone special. They always keep themselves on the pedestal. They can never be down to earth. They will be always on the pedestal. That's how they view themselves. That's how they want others also to see themselves. Grandiosity. And A stands for association. A stands for association. Association means their association is only with the special people. Association with the special people. They say, I know PM of this country, I know the CM of this state, or I know this president of US, something like that. No, they will be always associating themselves with the special people. People those who have some recognition in the society. No? That is their association. Because they have this larger than life image of themselves. So they will be always boasting of themselves. So they will blow their own trumpet. They blow their own trumpet. Others, they don't have to say anything about themselves. They will be keep on talking about self. I, me, myself. They blow their own trumpets. Because their association is only with the special people, significant people in the society. And M, we are coming towards the end. No? M stands for me first. Me first attitude. Me first attitude. M stands for me first attitude. M for me first attitude. Me first. Me first attitude. That is their personality. Only me. Only I. Only self, myself. So they always place themselves above everything and above everyone. Me first attitude. And finally, E stands for empathy. Empathy does not exist in their life. Empathy lacking. E for empathy. They do not know the meaning of empathy. Empathy lacking. No empathy, no sympathy, no compassion, no sensitivity, no humanness. No human qualities can be found in these persons. No empathy, no sympathy, no sensitivity, no understanding, and no humanness. Because for them others do not exist. The only reality that matters for them is self and self alone. I, me, myself. That's why this empathy is clearly lacking. That is the main quality to define humanity. No? Humanness consists in our empathy, feeling pity for others, being sensitive to others, but they do not have anything of this sort. So they thoroughly lack empathy. No empathy, no sympathy, no sensitivity, no understanding, and no relationships. In one word, they have no humanness. So very terrible personality. Narcissistic personality disorder. So they always play a fame game. They play a name game. Because their only concern is self-love. The only words that they know or they like are I, me, myself. And they use people and love things. We are called to love people and use things. No? They reverse the order. They use people and love things. That is another characteristic. They love things and use people. So as long as you praise, as long as you appreciate them or speak well of them, they will keep you around. So the moment you don't talk well of them, then they will get rid of you. They will make use of the people like disposal glasses or disposal plates. Use and throw personality. Use and throw approach. Use and throw. As long as it is useful for me, I keep it. The moment it stops being useful to me, I throw it. I get rid of it. I get rid of the person. They always want others to incense them. The more they incense them, the more they feel glorified. And they will enjoy your presence because you are incensing these personalities. The moment you stop doing it, they get rid of you because you are no more useful to them. Everything is oriented towards the self. I, me, myself. Me first attitude. No empathy. They use and throw personalities. They love things and use people. Whereas we are called to use things and love people. They reverse the order. So that is this personality called narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. All these characteristics. Everything is rooted in self-love. And the last personality in cluster B is HPD, histrionic personality disorder. Histrionic personality disorder, HPD. They are also dramatic people. They dramatize everything to get attention. They are relatively better than these narcissistic personalities. They only want to seek attention. Histrionics. Histrionic personality disorder, HPD. Very dramatic people. Wherever they are, they want people to notice them. If you don't notice them, then they will be upset. Or they do something in order to get attention. Everybody will notice their presence. So that is their personality. Histrionic personality disorder. Histrionics. Histrionic. Histrionic personality disorder, HPD. HPD. Attention seeking people. That is the main characteristics. Attention seeking. Attention seeking. They want to be center of attraction. They want to be center of attraction. If they don't get attraction, they don't get attention, they will be in depression. Attraction. They always want others to notice them. Histrionic personality. And we shall use the acronym called I crave sin. Craving people, craving for attention. So I crave, CRV, crave. Craving people. I crave sin. And it's acronym to describe HPD, histrionic personality disorder. Here I stands for inappropriate behavior. I stands for inappropriate behavior. Inappropriate behavior. Their behavior is inappropriate, very seductive and provocative. Mainly for women, if they have this personality disorder, they will be very seductive, very provocative, because they want to get attention. That is their need. If they don't get attention, then they are gone. They get into depression. So they have seductive and provocative personality. That's the inappropriate behaviors. So their behaviors are inappropriate. Inappropriate behavior, that is seductive and provocative behavior. So I stands for inappropriate behavior, seductive and provocative. Why they do it? They want to get attention. Otherwise they get tension. Then C stands for, again, center of attention, center of attraction. Said already. C for center of attraction. They want to be at the center. That's it. Center of attention, center of attraction. Center of attraction and center of attention. Center of attraction, center of attention. That is the main characteristics of histrionic personality disorder. Then R stands for relationships. Relationships which are seen closer than they are. Suppose if a person meets with them, talks with them for 5 minutes, they relate with them as if they knew them for 5 years. Just you are casually meeting, but immediately they will dramatize themselves. They will talk to you as if they know you for a long, long time. You are like long-standing friends. Such a way they project themselves. So relationships are seen closer than they actually are. Very shallow relationships. But they will dramatize relationships. So relationships are seen as closer than they actually are. Relationships are seen, they are dramatized. The person who is relating with them might be wondering, what happened to this person? Just I am meeting for the first time, but she behaves as if he knew me for a long, long time. So relationships are seen as closer than they actually are. Then A stands for appearance. We told already about provocative behavior, seductive. So same thing comes in. Their appearance will be very provocative, very seductive. They give a lot of time for themselves. Too much attention to the self. Appearance. Because they think only through appearance they can attract the other. Appearance. Appearance. Appearance is important for them. Most important for them. Appearance, most important. Appearance is most important. Why? Because they want to get attention. Because they want to be the center of attraction. If anybody else gets in their place, immediately they will be restless. And they will go to any extreme to come to the center of attraction. Or to gain the attention of the other. So that's why for them appearance is the topmost priority. The most important thing for these people. And V stands for vulnerability. V stands for vulnerability. Vulnerability. They are vulnerable to others' suggestions. If somebody is making some suggestions, some advice, they will not like it. They are very vulnerable. They don't like anybody to advise them, anybody to give suggestion to them. They think they know everything and they go by their own way of doing things. So vulnerability to others' suggestions and ideas and proposals. If somebody gives some advice or suggestions, they think the other person knows better than him. So they may not like that because they want to be at the center of attention, center of attraction. So vulnerability to others' suggestions. Then E stands for emotional expression, which is exaggerated because they are dramatic people. E stands for emotional expression. Emotional expression which is dramatized. Emotional expression which is exaggerated. Exaggerated emotional expressions. They will dramatize everything. Because the basic characteristics of this cluster B is erratic, emotional and dramatic. They do exactly the same. They will dramatize the situations. Their emotional expressions will be very much exaggerated, very dramatic. If they get angry, everybody will know they are angry. Such a way they will explode, just to get attention. If they are sad, they will know, everybody will know that they are sad. They will cry loudly, and everybody will be looking at them, and they will be happy that they are getting attention. So they go to any extreme in order to get attention of the others, because they want to be at the center of attraction. So their emotional expression is exaggerated. And S stands for shifting and shallow emotions. S stands for shallow and shifting emotions. Their emotions are very peripheral again, shallow or shifting. They are not really appropriate emotion. Shallow and shifting emotions. Their emotional expression is very shallow, very peripheral. It's only to get attention. So there is no depth involved in their emotional expression. Shallow and shifting emotions. And I stands for another important characteristics. Impressionistic. 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 They will try to impress you, but without any proper details. Impressionistic. Their talks will be so sweet, but there will be nothing in that. No content will be there in what they talk. Impressionistic means imprecise, inaccurate, ill-defined. They lack details. They don't give proper details. They keep on talking, but there won't be any proper content in what they talk. People try to understand them, but we will not get any clarity. That kind of speech is called impressionistic, which clearly lacks details. Imprecise or inaccurate. The other words for impressionistic is imprecise. Imprecise, inaccurate. Imprecise and inaccurate, ill-defined. They don't properly define themselves. No proper content. So impressionistic means imprecise, inaccurate or ill-defined. They have impressionistic manner of speaking with the others, just to impress the other, but without proper content. They lack details. They don't give us proper details about. If you analyze the content, there won't be any logicality in what they talk. That is called impressionistic way of talking. And finally, N for novelty. N for novelty. Novelty is craved. Novelty is craved means they look for newness, freshness. They want to do something special just to get attention and attraction. So novelty is craved means they long for newness, freshness. They want to be creative just to get attention. So that kind of novelty. So novelty without any depth. Novelty for the sake of getting attention. Novelty for the sake of be at the center of attraction. So these are some of the characteristics of these people who are attention seekers or who want to be at the center of attraction. And we use this acronym I crave sin, and this shows some of their qualities. They are inappropriate in their attitude, in their speech, in their behavior. They are very seductive and provocative. They want to be center of attraction and attention. Their relationships are dramatized. They appear to be closer than they actually are. And their appearance is most important for them. And they are very vulnerable to others' suggestions. If somebody suggests or advice, they may not like it. Their emotional expression is always exaggerated, very dramatic. They are very shallow and shifting emotions without any depth in their expression. And I stands for impressionistic, means they are very imprecise, inaccurate, and ill-defined. And they lack details in their speech. And finally, they crave for novelty, just to be at the center of attention. So these are some of the characteristics, and this acronym I craves in will help us to describe this personality disorder called histrionic personality disorder. So with that we end cluster B, personality disorders, which is erratic, emotional and dramatic. And tomorrow we shall look at the cluster C. Thank you.